You know those ads you see on Instagram and YouTube? Maybe YouTube. I'm not sure if it shows up on YouTube that much anymore. I would get shorts very often. However, there's a lot of people who are in the color grading space that, are gurus, and they tell you that they know what they know and what they know is great, and you should totally buy their class or listen to them. And this isn't to mock them. What I'm really getting at is that it's kind of a lie. Everything's a lie. I've been doing this a long time for myself and for other people. And by this, I mean color grading. I love doing it. And I loved it so much that I became hyperfixated on it. So let's dissolve some of the fluff and some of the noise that's floating around with kind of just understanding where you're at on your journey when it comes to this stuff. Because it's great. It impacts your visuals heavily. It heavily depends on the camera system you're going. There's so many things that are in this job that can be changed to go wrong. You want to feel like you're in control. Ultimately, you want to feel like you're in control. I have just only recently, out of the 8 years, in the last 2, felt like I've been in control and I made decent steps toward what I want. I've been told many different pieces of information by many people on the internet, and I never felt true mastery until I actually realized this one thing. Now, before I get into the realization, I want to share some of my story. I learned the hard way, and learning the hard way isn't exactly always a bad thing. You can practice theory inside a box and things can make sense on paper, but until you go out into the real world and you try those things, you realize that some people leave a lot of details out. The details are really important, but how do you remember all the details unless you put your own thing together? Even sitting here right now, lighting up this scene that I'm sitting in, I used things that only I really am aware of. No one really taught me some things when it comes to lighting, because getting a good picture before you start grading is half the battle. The same way that seeing a problem makes you about 50% on the way to solving it. So along the way with this whole process, I pull from other aspects of my life that really influenced the way that I think about grading. And I know it sounds kind of silly, even to me, but I pull inspiration from the gym. The gym's the only place that I could think of at this very moment where failing's a good thing. Not being able to do something perfectly is the feedback you need to get better. If you fail at something, then there's always the possibility to get better. So the path becomes very clear. My path became clearer when I was a lot more aggressive about filming myself and not waiting for the perfect moment to press record. I just wanted to see how things would look when I would drag them into post-production. What I came to realize is the pattern recognition started developing. I was like, oh, this doesn't work, and this works, and this doesn't work, and this works, and I could do it like this next time, and oh, now it works now. See my train of thought? I learned more about retaining the information that I need to know and being aware of the path I should be on by failing. So this leads me up to my main point of this video even existing. I want to tell you, go out there and fuck up. Go out there and fail. Go out there and screw up. Especially if it's a project where there's no type of stress. There's no financial burden. You're just by yourself. And honestly, that's how people come up with their aesthetics. That's how they come up with certain styles of art. This is subjective too. So the reason I'm not saying that this color grading is good and this color grading is bad is because everything's intentional with this stuff. And you might have the picture in your head that you want to achieve, but you just don't know the steps to get there. And you're only going to realize that after you mess up. And for everything that you do that doesn't work, you're closer to finding the thing that will work. That sounds vague, but that's what worked for me. So here's the actionable steps. Shoot something, grade it, review what went wrong, review what went right, repeat. The same way you'd show up for yourself at the gym, and you have to do the same reps over and over again. But it doesn't get boring because every time you can make it more sophisticated on yourself. So failure isn't the end. Failure is a path. Failure is the way. The problems that you see are the direction you should be going in. So I challenge you to go and fail. That's what I want you to do. Go do what I did and see how it works out for you. You guys have a blessed day.